We get a lot of questions from our jewelry import customers. Two of the top questions we are asked by importers are, how do I find the right places to buy the best product from my store? If we can help them to buy and import jewelry from China to their countries. Hi everyone, welcome to Learn with FamiSourcing. I'm Reynold Li. Today I'm going to share with you a complete guide of buy and import jewelry from China. Let's start with what kind of jewelry you can import from China. Below are the materials from which Chinese manufacturers make their jewelry and the type of jewelry you will get from wholesalers. So far, we have provided you with the types of jewelry available on the market. You now know what you're looking to buy and import. The next step is knowing the right way to source for the best product and find the ideal suppliers. First, you need to know where your potential suppliers are. It doesn't matter whether they're a factory or wholesaler. Having this knowledge will make you a very proficient jewelry importer. That is why we provided you with the best tips on finding the best suppliers to buy and import from. These tips have to do with two essential jewelry importers types. Type 1. Importers who have specific style positioning or specific design requirements. These importers have a clear positioning on the type of product they want and the audience they want to sell to. We'll divide the importers in this category into 5 types. Number 1. Jewelry trading company and wholesaler. Their customers are mainly the local jewelry stores. Number 2. The importers who has an Amazon, eBay or Shopify store or have their own brand website. Number 3. The retail jewelry shops, craft shops. Their stores usually have jewelry as part of their product. Number 4. Big supermarket such as Target, Disney, 99 cents only, and $1 shop. Number 5. The popular fast fashion retailer and famous brand jewelers such as H&M, Sarah, Fossil Jewelry, etc. If you fall within the first 3 buyer categories, you are likely to have specific product design that is particularly designed you would like to buy and import. At the very beginning, you may need just a small amount of each model, let's say 100 of each design. You obviously wouldn't want to contact a large jewelry factory or trading company. Therefore, the best thing for you to do is to find a small factory or a small trading company to buy from. You need to ensure that they can also handle small orders in a flexible manner. These medium, small trading companies or manufacturers will get the raw material from the market, then they entrust the production to a small jewelry studio or an electroplating factory. And if your product has to do with hand weaving, they may send the material to a village where the people are majorly into handmade work, which will lower the labor cost. Suppliers also have the ability to offer this solution, given the fact that it's very flexible and can be easily customized. As an importer from the first 3 categories above, you can also visit the Chinese jewelry wholesale market. This includes the wholesale market in Qingdao, Yiwu, and Guangzhou. Below is a brief overview of the difference between these 3 wholesale markets. Number 1. Qingdao majorly deals in the wholesale of Korean jewelry. Number 2. Yiwu is a commodity market and it's a major wholesale market for those looking for custom jewelry. There are some stores in the wholesale market that offers more MOQ if they have stock. But most times, the lowest MOQ you will be allowed to buy is likely to be above 100 units, even if they have stock. Number 3. Guangzhou jewelry market is the dominant one of the 3 markets. You are more likely to find a better jewelry with better quality here in Guangzhou than other 3 cities. There are also many styles and patterns to choose from. There is Langang market for gemstone and gold jewelry. You'll find a concentration of sterling silver suppliers in Panyu. Liwan Plaza has stores that deal in natural stone beaded jewelry in Guangzhou. Taikang Jewelry Market deals in imitation jewelry, and sterling silver jewelry such as popular Figaro chain can be found in the Xijiao building. Guangzhou is basically the home of the best jewelry accessory. Now, if you are an importer of the last two categories, you are likely to buy in huge quantity. You may purchase about 2,000 to 5,000 or more units of a single item. As such, you will definitely have a strict quality requirement. In order to ensure that your quality requirement is fulfilled, you will need a large trading company, factories or manufacturers. You may need to go to the corresponding product production base to choose the right trading company or manufacturer. Oftentimes, the person or company who wants to import jewelry will bring a third party to help them assess and inspect the factory. For instance, Disney will make use of a factory audit report to carefully select their suppliers. This simply means that the suppliers that pass the factory audit reports are capable of fulfilling their duties. Additionally, this type of manufacturers usually have a professional design department where they can develop new and fashion trend products. Also, I'm gonna introduce you 3 major jewelry shows that are worth to go. The first one is Hong Kong International Jewelry Show. The second is FJA shows, also in Hong Kong. The third is Canton Fair. This is also one of the most important ways to find jewelry suppliers in China. Let's take a look at what is Type 2 importer. Importers who have no specific but would like to start up a hot-selling jewelry business by importing from China. The importers in this category are those who have no specific on what they want. They don't know the right way to start sourcing and selecting their products. They don't know the current hot and popular styles. If you are an importer in this category, the best way is to start by sourcing on AliExpress for different jewelries and learn about them. The bestseller section on AliExpress will give you some good information on the best jewelry to import. Another cool thing about this website is that you can import products with low MOQ. And to top it all, the products are very affordable. Importers in this category can also import from Alibaba. Alibaba is a great way to source for products. Here, you can find suppliers who will sell jewelry accessories to you at cheap prices. Placing your jewelry order and making follow-ups for your importation business. Once you've finally gotten a place to source for your product and find a good supplier like I mentioned before, the next thing is business negotiation. Getting a quotation for a jewelry product. The first step is to select the product you want to import. It can be your favorite product or ones with similar design or style. Once you've done that, check the online platform to get an idea of the quotation and MOQ. If you are at the wholesale market, whether in Guangzhou, Yiwu, or any other places, you can simply ask for the store business card and ask for permission to take a photo of the jewelry while holding the business card and placing the store business card beside the jewelry. What else do I need to know? Prices are not the only information you need. As an importer, choosing the best supplier should be your top priority. And in order to do that, you will need to evaluate other information such as MOQ, production lead time, and standard packaging. While some manufacturers have high MOQ, they have lower prices. But the thing is, if you are a small or medium importer, you may not be able to afford the MOQ. Chinese jewelry wholesalers and suppliers are sometimes flexible. Discussing with them about your plight can make them compromise, especially if you're buying a wide variety of jewelry accessories. Directly ask for quotation from your selected factories and wholesalers. Ask each of them directly. Create a list or price template where you can write down the prices of each factory or wholesaler. Next, we should talk about paying your supplier. Here is a list of the best way to make your payment. Number 1. International wire transfer, telegraphic TT. This is the most common payment method and is generally accepted by all suppliers. Usually, importers will pay deposit after placing their orders or before production, and the payment will be completed later based on an agreed payment term. Number 2. Escrow. You pay everything before your goods are dispatched, but your funds are held by a trusted third party. The suppliers won't get the payment until importers receive their goods. However, if you are making use of Alibaba, you may have to use trade assurance. The method is usually used for the payment below 5,000 with a 3% service charge. Number 3. Letter of credit, also known as LC. Larger suppliers and international trading companies normally accept LC. Simply put, letter of credit will add a significant cost. They're often used for a large transaction over $50,000. Number 4. PayPal. The number of Chinese suppliers who accept PayPal isn't much. However, the number is growing. Number 5. Western Union, which is common for a small amount. Number 6. Cash, which is common for paying order deposit in China. Number 7. Sourcing agent and companies. If you noticed earlier, escrow is usually not accepted for many international transactions. However, if you import products through a local Chinese agent, it's another way to achieve the escrow benefits. The sourcing agent will be able to help inspect the goods and refuse to make payment if the supplier provides bad quality product. Conducting quality control for your jewelry product. Once the jewelry production has been completed, the next important step is inspection. You should always keep in mind that there is risk associated with manufacturing. We need to know the most common problems with jewelry. It's quite essential that importers carry out some compliance checks when importing jewelry accessories from China. That is because there are countries and regions who have rules for jewelry importation. Therefore, test reports are very essential to them. Before European or American high-end jewelry importers place large orders, they are required to provide a test. That is why they usually work with a testing lab or institute such as SGS, BV, or Intertech to test the sample and material. This report will be directly sent to the buyers. Most jewelry accessories will come in direct contact with human skin. This is why these tests are divided into two parts, physical and chemical testing. The physical tests include color fastness, tensile test, sharp point and edges, etc. While the chemical test mainly deals with the content and thickness of the hazardous chemical substance, such as lead, cadmium, and nickel. Take a look at the table below to have a better understanding of these standards. After knowing above all and solve all problems, we have come to the end. Choose the suitable shipment method. While shipping cost isn't the only consideration importers need to make when going into a jewelry business, it's still a primary and determining factor. So, below are the best way to import jewelry from China. International express carrier. If you are an importer who imports jewelry in small volumes, want fast updates and faster delivery time, then international express carrier should be your go-to service. This shipping method is great for products that are between 21 and 250 kilograms, products that are usually delivered in 3 to 7 days. It is a reliable shipping method that is no complicated custom process. There is a dedicated tracking numbers for each shipment. Therefore, whenever a problem occurs, there is always a way to resolve the issue. EMS post. If you're importing from Alibaba or AliExpress and what you're ordering is less than 2 kilograms, not of high value and you're ready to wait, then EMS post is the best way to go. Regular EMS posts, otherwise known as Hong Kong posts, can take between 15 to 30 days to get to the destination countries. Depending on where you are, you have the option to chase and track it online, but note that the tracking information won't be updated in time. We actually don't recommend this mode of shipping because it's usually very difficult to find your product when it gets lost during the shipping process. If you're importing a large product that is too large for express delivery, let's say 500 kilogram shipment, air shipment may be the best shipping method for you. Air freight provides importer with low cost when compared to what express delivery will charge for large shipment. You should expect to get a shipment in 2 to 10 days, which isn't bad. Additionally, importers need to know what exact work involved when your goods get to the destination. You have to handle custom clearance and other documentations on your own. This may be a very tough process for newbies. While sea transportation can take a very long period of time to be delivered, it can carry a significant amount of jewelry accessory. This helps to bring down the cost. Transportation period usually takes 15 to 30 days depending on the destination. what most expert importers do is they place their order a few months earlier. During this, we ensure that they get their shipment early enough for the fashion season. It will also help the importers to offset the long waiting period in sea shipping. But this way are not often be used for jewelry actually. That's it guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to share more tips about importing from China inside this channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to be a professional buyer. And you can also visit FamiSourcing.com where I post a lot of useful content there. Alright, have a nice day and I will see you soon.